Phaseur.
Phaseur.
My bad. I knew that. Phaseur. So I hear you guys are in the studio recording a new album. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what the album's about, or what's going on with you two fellas?
We are recording a new album at this very time. It is an untitled project at this point.
It's a concept album. Mind and I have decided to go that route.
I love conceptual albums. I could probably speak for the both of us and say that we love concept albums. And with a concept album, you can invoke feelings. If we want to make an album about flying, we can make an entire album about flying. If we want to do an album about traveling in and out of different dimensions in space-time, we can record that if we so feel that we would like to.
Basically what it's about.
Cool outfits. Next question's for Angus. I did see the Cave Dwellers Chant video. Why don't you go ahead and elaborate and tell me a little bit more about that video?
Cave Dwellers Chant was one of the first things we did for the album. It's done. We've got the video, as you saw. Essentially, in a nutshell, it's about the puppy that confronts us in the cave, like I mentioned earlier, and we are automatically morphed through time and space into that same cave on another universal plane. And, we're there, no puppy, and we're in a psychedelic hallucination trance, and there's a big caveman coming at us, and he's talking about what the secret is, and we can understand him, but at first we're shocked by how well we can understand him, and then right after he describes what we need to do, we leave there, and then we go out into the jungle, and that's where sort of jungle Heat is another song we're working on. We'll have a video for that, but that's like part 2 of Caveman's Chant. So
strange. I love it.
Ooh, let's get this album out.
What's the secret behind the Phaseur sound? Do you guys want to talk about that a little bit? What kind of instruments or synthesizers you guys use? Okay, understood. Next question then, I guess. So you mentioned concept album. That's pretty interesting. Why did you guys decide to go with the concept album?
So, I've always been a fan of conceptual albums, going back to when I first heard Tommy's The Who.
Right.
I'd never heard anything quite like it at first I always loved Tommy's other albums, but when they made something that had a uniform storyline about, wizard pinball, and I love the song I Can See for Kilometers and Kilometers, which I do believe was a different version in the States, but I always loved conceptual albums, and it's a big part of Phaseur.
Love your guys' stuff. Why don't you elaborate a little bit on the recording, the writing process?
Basically, we get together and we start start with an idea, and then we write.
Some days are recording.
Some days we record.
Other days are writing.
Some days we write.
Sometimes we'll have a session in which we're recording and writing at a certain location. I'll be by myself. I will record a little bit. Then I will get with Angus, and we'll work together and write together. Sometimes too, as well.
Together.
Make it really good.
Well, I've been talking to Mind Pilot and Angus Googlestoffen, aka Crunch Pressure, and Rip Shredder from Phaseur. This has been just a pleasure. I want to thank you guys.
Thank you, Karen,
for just letting me into your world a little bit, and we'll shoot this back to the States and plant some seeds over there. So why don't you guys give us a little send off, and I'll see you guys on the road.
We're Phaseur.
We'll see you soon.